I brought you here for one important reason.
All right.
It's time to talk spiders.
Like spiders, man.
My friend Raphael and I, my name's Terrence, started a spider farm, spider emporium, more like it.
Yeah.
And what we do is we deliver any spider you might need.
Right.
We'll come to your house if you have spiders. Spider hunting. We'll put on our spider gear. Go into crawl spaces, closets, attics, underneath cupboards. We'll find the spiders that you may have.
Drains.
Now, if you're looking for a different spider,
You're right.
a lot of times we'll bring other spiders with us, caged or in the glass cases, of course,
Sure.
trophy cases.
Sure.
And we'll bring those in. We'll let you pick out a few spiders, and then we'll take the ones you no longer want. After we collect them, we'll let you see the bountiful plenty that we collected.
It's a little bit of a trade.
It's a give and take.
Yeah.
Now, we offer a unique brand of spider.
Several.
Many options.
Several.
We have jumping spiders.
Right.
Micro spiders, which are they're like regular spiders, but smaller.
Very,
They're
smaller spider.
almost microscopic, really. If you get a bunch of them,
Yeah.
you see them. They move like a school of fish almost.
Right. And they school a lot.
So, but if you get just the one, you probably won't find it.
Probably won't find it.
We have flying spiders. We have hairy spiders, where you
Hairless spiders.
we have long-haired spiders with combs,
With comb. They come with their own combs.
so you can brush their hair.
Bearded spiders.
We have bearded spiders.
We have the spiders that knit.
You know what? Stink spiders.
We do have
Those
sticks.
are for gags.
Those are fun. Those are fun though.
And much like bees, which we started in the bee
We
industry.
did
We
bees
did the
for a
bee
while.
thing, and then you might remember we did the grasshoppers for a while. We started,
And
you
the
know what?
cicadas. The cicadas.
Cicadas.
Were fun. They were fun though.
Well, we had a whole
They were
cicada
fun.
farm. They were fun.
They were fun.
But they had a 17-year cycle, so
Yeah.
you really got to get a bunch of different cicadas, so
Right.
they hatch.
A lot of off time.
A lot of. There was a decade there where
There
we
was.
didn't do much.
Not much. Just sit around.
I mean,
and
we'd watch them,
Yeah, we'd watch them grow.
but
That was fun.
Not
But it
much.
was good. I mean, once they hatch, it's like having a 17-year-long pregnancy, kind of. You want it to kind of be over,
yeah.
but you cherish every second of it.
and you know what? The moment it's done,
Oh,
you wish you were pregnant again.
absolutely. And we started, but they didn't take, and that's when we
Yeah.
went to bees. Actually, we went to grasshoppers.
We went to grasshoppers.
Faster.
They move quicker.
They're like the rabbits.
You need
of
a larger
the insect
net.
world.
You need a larger.
They do it all the time.
We would take the screens that we had from the bees, and then we like macro made a catching box
Right.
for grasshoppers.
Yeah.
And what we would do is we'd put these big long feelers on Raphael's back, and we'd run through fields holding these boxes, and as they jumped up, we'd catch them all.
We catch them.
Yeah, but the problem was there wasn't a lot of variety in grasshopper.
Not really. Not really.
You know, so,
And
I mean,
the springs for the boxes kept wearing out. Remember that?
well, and then the people you'd sell them to,
Well,
they were shady.
They were shady. Most of them wanted for bait. We're like, are you using these for bait? We're like, no, man. And there's like, what's the fishing poles
it's
for?
Well, we called it pet grasshopper. I thought it was in the name, but a lot of people were.
You probably should buy them for pets. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they were using them to.
Crickets? Sure. Crickets.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Fish
And we
for crickets.
wouldn't
We
deal
get
with
some
crickets. I mean, every once
We
in a while
don't.
we'd catch one, but
They're like the hoodlums of the
keep-
insect world.
yeah, you keep you up all night and
Yeah,
stuff. So
they do.
didn't do that. So we moved on to spiders. We sat down at lunch one day. We had a nice little Denny's lunch.
Right.
And we were talking, trying to get ideas.
Moons over Miami.
I think we did a little lunchtime breakfast kind of thing.
2 of them.
Yeah, and it was delicious. Thank you, Denny's, as always. And we turned our focus. We saw a spider. We said, "There's the key.
That's it.
There's the ticket. It's
That's-
spiders."
That's it.
Yeah,
We're
and, you know, there's a lot of people that are into exotic pets, but there's a lot of people that just want a spider that maybe will carry things for them.
Right.
Which is why we genetically bred a tarantula with a black widow,
Yep.
and then dib-dabbed a little bit of daddy longlegs.
Yep.
We made a super spider that you can put a little backpack on.
A little backpack. It'll carry matches,
Pack of gum.
pack of gum. It'll carry your saccharin, like your sweeteners.
Oh yeah, you'll get your sweetener.
I use mine for sweeteners.
Yeah, I've been at his house, and it's
Yeah.
like, "Do you want a sweetener with that?" And he'll just snap. And
I
all of a
just-
sudden, you'll see a little backpack on a spider.
Terrence!
You named him after me?
I did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's great.
Well, you were confused when I was snapping. I said, Terrence, you're
I was
like,
like,
what?
what? Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this little spider
Yeah.
came.
I said, "Oh shit."
Boom.
Yeah. But really, that's probably our best seller. I mean, for the obvious reasons.
Well, yeah.
But
And they carry like 50 times their weight. It's crazy.
Oh, they're like little ants
Yeah.
with 8 legs.
My daughter has like GI Joes.
Right.
Puts GI Joes on Terrence, and it has some good time.
We do have the saddle.
Well, that's extra.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, you got to pay extra.
yeah, you have to pay extra for
Well,
that.
it's harder to make.
Oh, well, yeah.
Backpacks are easy.
Backpacks are a cinch.
I mean, it's canvas. You cut up, take an
Absolutely.
old pair of canvas shorts. Boom, you got 100 backpacks
You got
out
a
of that
lot of
for spiders.
backpacks. Right.
But if you're making saddles, the leather work.
I want to get Terrence. I want to talk to him a little bit about 2 things. One, our new process that I'm really excited about
Yeah,
that
I
we
think it's
developed.
important to talk.
Basically, it's a vacuum, okay, but it does it opposite, so it actually will blow stuff. Like your vacuums, you can hook them up on the other side, and
right.
you could suck it into the vacuum, and you can also blow.
Reverse.
We came up. It was reversed. We came up with it when we were collecting bees.
Think
Remember?
of a vacuum, but opposite.
Opposite. And remember when we were sucking up the bees?
Oh, I remember that.
And then we
was
were like,
just-
how do we get them out? We'll just reverse it, guy. And we would just blew the bees in there. So here's what we did is we have,
how do we get them? I remember what you said. How do we get them in the bee hole?
right, I mean, how do you put them in the bee box hole?
Yeah.
Do you put, and then after we put
I mean,
like
we were
50,
putting one by one.
and that was silly. That was really silly.
So we got the sweeper.
Well,
with
we
the
got a
little-
sweeper.
We tried to sweep them in the dustpans.
Well, first I turned it on, I started sucking more bees in. I'm like, this is not working.
But you sweep them in the dustpans and they just keep
They
flying
just
up.
keep flying off. So, and we thought maybe like,
And then we thought, wow, this is never going to work.
it's never going to work.
I mean, I can get them in, but
Right. What do you do? How do you?
And we worked on that for a while.
Well,
I
the
mean, a good 2
dental
weeks.
floss, because we lasso them and then we, you know what I mean? So they'd fly off and then we'd put them back in there and they'd fly off again.
And the only way you could keep them is if you tied 2 together.
Yeah, and I always tie them a little tight. They're
Because
like
then they'd
little
fly
V-necks.
kind of fucked up and you could get one.
That's right, you can get one. But here's the deal. To come back to my original point, once we figured out that you just hook it up the other way and you blow them into the hole.
Right.
That was like, oh, dude, that saved us like 3 or 4 weeks of work.
Do you remember when we get those interns that would help us?
Oh, gosh.
And we'd tell them, put them in the bee hole!
Put them in the bee hole. Watch the bee hole.
And their eyes would just get
Would
so big. And they're like, what?
What are you talking about?
And then
The
we-
bung hole and the bee hawks.
And we spelled bee hole, but it was
Right.
just with 2
The
E's.
bee- It was cute.
I love
We
that.
should sell those.
Yeah,
we
we're
never
not-
thought about selling. Anyway, we moved on to
We
spiders.
moved on to spiders.
And so we switched the vacuum around. Now, the spiders like some nesting material.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they can't find it around your house, because
Spider
usually
nest.
Spider nest. So what we do is we just plunge her in,
Yeah.
the hose, and then we turn it on, and then we just blow the spiders in.
But that's not with the vacuum. That's with their lungs.
They love it.
They do
It's
love
a great ride.
A lot of people don't know this. Historically,
Right.
spiders are a big fan of human breath.
Human breath and wind.
So if you can
Air
provide
moving.
that, yeah, air moving.
They love air moving. So
but it's got to be natural,
natural air, right?
farm to table, natural air.
Farm to table. But I'm really excited about that. We tried
Well,
that
I
on.
think a lot of the customers are going to be asking if I'm going to be spending this money on a
What
rare
kind
spider,
of process do you have?
and how can I take it with me?
True.
That's why we have truck spiders or car
Right.
spiders.
Yep.
And with a very, very much different one, we'll put them on your steering wheel in a tiny little spider cage.
Yep.
And it'll sit there. It sits up there similar to like a cell phone holder.
Yep.
Just got a little spider in there. And guess what? It thwarts thieves. Thievery has been
Oh, jeez.
obsolete in anybody who's purchased.
Thieves don't want anything
Oh,
to
no.
do with stealing a car with a spider in it.
No way.
Caged or not. Caged
No,
or not.
they don't.
No, they don't.
And
We-
then we sell the stickers that says, warning,
Protected by
spiders. Actual spiders.
Actual
Because there
spiders.
is a spider
with the
security,
beeper
yeah.
security. That doesn't work.
And that got confusing with litigation and stuff.
It did. Well, our newest one, which I like at the best, instead of having your cage on, for up your dash or your steering wheel,
Uh-huh.
we have the little parachuting spider,
Right?
and you hang them up over your
And that
rear
is
view.
custom. That's
oh,
nice.
jeez. Oh, wow.
I mean, if you're driving maybe a Lexus,
yes,
a lot of our customers drive Lexus.
a lot of them.
And we will put a Lexus logo on the parachute.
On the parachute, and then it just hangs down,
Mhm.
and great time.
We've partnered up with Lexus.
Once again, you're breathing, and your air from your mouth is I mean,
Oh, they
right
love it.
there.
The whole ride, they're happy.
They're happy.
You've never seen a happier spider.
Well, and what was so cool is we had these extra backpacks from our when we was making all the backpacks, and it was like, why don't we tie our parachute in this?
I know the hardest thing was teaching the spider how to pull the cord.
Right. And the backup cord.
But once we mastered that, sales have never been better.
Never been higher.
We lost a lot of spiders trying.
Well, I don't like to talk about that. I don't like to talk about that because we're friends of spiders.
Yeah.
The second point I want to make is there's a lot of people that aren't really too fond of spiders. I didn't know this. There's like a little small collective, all over the world.
No, we can't.
A little dib-dab here and there in each country that doesn't like spiders.
No, and we don't want to pontificate on the reasons behind that.
No.
We know that it has to be some sort of abuse situation.
Or movies,
Movies, culture, society.
Kids get these ideas from movies that spiders are bad.
Yeah, John Goodman did a lot to destroy the
right.
spider
Thanks, John.
community.
Thanks, John.
Arachnophobia.
Right.
Thanks, John. Could have just done The Big Lebowski and been fine, but no, you had to go into the spider movie, so thanks.
You could have you could have just stayed Roseanne. You were fine over there.
Which is why we made the John Goodman spider.
Right.
Which we affectionately call our cuddle buddy.
Yep.
Which is a sleeping spider.
It sleeps a lot.
It sleeps a lot.
Yeah. It only wakes up to eat and then slowly look in your eyes and then it's back to
And
sleep.
it only eats bagels.
Yeah, but
Strangely
weird.
enough.
Yeah. Sometimes bacon, but mostly bagels.
Well, you can put bacon
on
in
the bagel.
In the bagel.
Yeah, in the bagel.
Yeah,
well, they need protein.
Of course. They're sleeping a lot.
They sleep a lot.
Well, I hope this brought a lot of information for our new customers.
I hope so too.
I'm positive that we're going to gain some new customers out of this.
Call
And
31 Magpie 95.
Call 31 Magpie 95 and get all your spider needs taken
Right,
care of.
all of them.
We deliver.
Oh, absolutely. We're delivering now.
So, thank you guys.